We're live. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back. As always, we got Darlene and Dar.
Hi, boys and girls.
We'll have a few other friends in a little bit. But so we left off in something very important where they were talking about Moses and Noah. I know it gets a little confusing with these two, and they tend to have their own ways of thinking. So that's where little Dar comes into the place to set these two guys straight. Wait a minute, wait, hold up. Not Sesame Street. I know what's going on in Sesame Street. That's where Kermit the Frog and Little Puppet Boy, Muppet Junior, Elmo, somebody. I don't know. Maybe I don't know Sesame Street. Anyways, I'll be back. It's all yours, Georgie. How you doing, darling?
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing good. What do you do?
Just kind of hanging out here with the boys and girls on the show.
Wait a minute. Did you forget about me?
How could we ever forget about you, CG? You would never let us forget about you, would you? Nope.
Because... Are you looking? Are you ready? Oh, goodness. Okay, everybody, let CG tell us the story. Okay, the story goes like this. So once upon a time, there was 3 bears in the... That's not about Jesus. Was that not a story?
Yeah, aren't we supposed to be learning about Jesus? Oh. Teaching Jesus to the boys and girls?
Okay. This is what happened. Jesus was born in a manger because they didn't have no money. So the wise men brought him a bunch of stuff, like Frankenstein, and gold and myrrh. Who's myrrh, anyways? Anyways, I don't know if that's exactly how it went, but that's how we're going to say it. So then what happened was Jesus grew up real fast. He was about 12 years old. How many of you out there are 12? How old are you? I don't know. But anyways, 12 years old, Jesus went on his own. He ran and walked away from his parents. Don't ever leave your parents because it's bad. Somebody might get a hold of you and take you away and you never see your parents again. Don't trust strangers. Not even if they say they know your mom and dad. What? Just tell me the story. Easy.
Yeah, I think they were with a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
They went to, where'd they go? They went to another town.
Yeah, they went to...
Whole bunches of them.
Yeah, they went to Bethlehem.
Where Jesus was born?
What about Nazareth? How did he get Nazareth for her last name? What does this have to do with Noah? Nothing.
Well, they had to leave Nazareth.
Why?
And then go to Bethlehem.
Because the evil man was trying to kill him? His name was Nebuchadnezzar. Right? No, it's Harold. King Harold. Well, you're going to have to listen to that baby talk because he's just a baby.
Well, I think they left because they didn't have to do a census. They'd all come to Bethlehem.
Okay. Oh, I got a question there, Dar.
I'm not sure. But they think they were going to kill them and they had to leave Bethlehem. Because King Harold had ordered all baby boys from I think the age of 2 years old and younger. Wouldn't it be like your age, CG?
Kind of. Because you got to think about Jesus coming out. And he was born and they seen that was good.
But he is good.
What's that, like in the beginning when God seen this was good? So he made night. Well, God thinks everything is good. People just become evil. So anyways, Jesus was walking along and his parents took him, ran back and got him. And he said, what else will I be doing but about my Father's business? See, you got to keep Jesus in sight at all times. Otherwise, we're going to get lost. And we won't know where we're at. And time's going to come when Jesus will call people home. And you want to be going home with Jesus.
You know, CG, he was lost 3 days. That's 12 years old. Can you imagine being 3 days that your parents were looking for you when you're only 12 years old? They must have been scared to death.
What was he doing? Building the table? Because he said he was a carpenter.
At 12 years old?
Maybe.
Well, maybe, because Joseph probably taught him when he was little.
You know, back then, kids, you had to work at a young age. You had to go out in the fields. You had to pick bananas. That was funny, right? Yeah, you want to see a banana up close? Do you? Hey, no, be nice. That's bullying. We already had that story. So anyways,
Oh my.
I'm just going to sit here for a second.
My.
Yeah, tell me about it, Dora.
Boys will be boys.
What's that supposed to mean, Georgie? I don't know. She looks like she's kind of mad or something.
No, I know.
Let's just scoot down this way a little bit.
With me.
So what happens then, Jesus then grew into be a young adult. That's like in your teens or something.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Like late teens, early 20s.
Yeah, so Jesus was over there making a table, and then he got bigger and bigger, and then he went out on his own. He says, but goodbye, mama. I gotta go and do God's work. So Jesus walked along the pathways, and he found some more bananas.
Oh.
That's not what he said. Well, it's a fun story when he finds bananas.
Yeah, we like bananas.
How about a
I like
fig?
bananas.
You like bananas, Star?
I do like bananas.
You want Georgie to share his banana with you?
Not that one.
Why? Because it's old and
Well, that's
rock.
Georgie's only banana. I don't want to take his only banana.
You can have it. I'll be willingly give it. It's stuck. Doesn't go off.
In heaven, you don't have the banana.
That's
because
right.
I saw you in heaven with Jesus, and you didn't have the banana.
So, as Jesus would started his ministry, that guy dressed in camel fur dumped him under the water. He threw him. Actually, he picked him up and slammed him down in the water like this.
Are you talking about
And Jesus
John the
was
Baptist? He didn't slam him in the
Oh, okay.
water.
Yeah.
That's called baptize.
Oh,
He baptized
I
him
thought it was body
in the
slam.
Jordan River. Jesus went there to get baptized by him. John the Baptist. You know they were cousins.
What do you mean, cousins? What does that mean?
Well, they were related. They were family.
Like I'm related to him?
They both had, their mothers were sisters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where was his mother at? While he was putting people and giving them baths.
Well, he was grown by then.
Oh, so they went out on their own? They left home?
Yeah, John the Baptist was doing God's work. He was baptizing people, making them disciples, which means followers of God.
Wait a minute. So if I baptize CG, he's going to have to go out on his own? Come here, water boy. Come here. I don't want to go to the water. Nope. It's scary.
Well, that was what God called John the Baptist to do. So he was about God's business, just like Jesus was about God's business. We should be too.
Oh, well that makes sense why he had to go in the water. You want to know why? I guess you're going to tell us anyways. Here's the whole thing, kids and big kids, if you're listening, and there even some adults, you could be a big kid. Some maybe, I don't. Anyways, now we know why the story of the great big fish came into place. Jesus was walking along and the great big fish opened his mouth, said, I'm hungry, and swallowed up Jesus. And he stayed in there for 3 whole days. I think Jesus was rooting through the belly of there going, ew, what is this? And then Jesus says, I got an idea. Ring, ring. Hello, Domino's. You bring me a pizza. What? Hold up, that's not even in the Bible.
I don't think they had pizza back then.
What did they eat?
They ate stuff like figs and they ate stuff that grown out of the earth.
Ew.
Bananas and apples and coconut and all kinds of good. The pomegranate, the Bible talks about that.
What?
Pomegranate.
I don't want none.
Fish, they ate fish because Jesus cooked fish, it says.
Ew.
He cooked for his
The little
friends.
fish that swim around in the river?
I don't know if
They
they were
ate
little or
'em?
big, maybe.
Oh my goodness. They're, you know what that's called in English? What? Cannibalism.
Oh, no, that's...
Cannibalism? No, they're eating a fish, not a person. That's only when you eat your own people. Why would I want to eat my own? Oh, maybe I take a nibble of you.
How are we supposed to get back to the teaching to the people?
So Jesus spent some time in the great big fish, and he came out 3.5 years later.
Wait.
What?
Jesus didn't spend any time in the fish.
Oh,
His name
that's...
was Jonah.
Oh.
Jesus made Jonah get swallowed by a fish because Jonah wasn't listening to and doing what Jesus told him to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like us. If we don't listen, then bad consequences, which means the parents and teachers are going to have to give us a punishment.
Right.
And maybe a timeout if you're in school. And you might not get to go outside and play the reindeer game.
Right.
What? This is, now come on, CG. Where did that come? 'Twas the night before Christmas. And all through the house. Not a bad thing was stirring. Not even a Georgie. His banana was hung by the chimney with care. Never mind, get back to the story. Where was I at? Nobody quite knows because it doesn't match the Bible. You gotta be cautious when people tell you that they're good and bad, because what happened was Jesus, when he got dunked under the water and John the Baptist was holding him and he's floating to the top like this.
No.
He didn't float to the top of the water?
No. When you get baptized, it's quick. Dunk under and come back up.
So I get it. They whack you in the head and you fall backwards.
No, they don't
and
whack
then
you in
come
the
forward.
head.
But anyways, Jesus got baptized by the camel guy. Name was
John the Baptist.
Jonah.
No, John.
Well,
A lot of J's in this story.
I'm so confused.
No, don't get me.
Okay, his name was Jingleheimer Smith. And we went walking into the wilderness. Me and Jesus. Me and Jesus.
Okay.
Whatever. I was born before you. So it was me and Jesus. Don't you listen to him right now, because it's not his story time. So we walked in there, and here comes this evil man trotting along. He says, "Come with me."
Who is he talking to?
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
And so Jesus looked at him, and then he started saying, well, I don't know if we're allowed to say what Jesus said, because the kids might get scared and have nightmares.
Yeah,
Let's go to a different story in the Bible.
let's keep it kid friendly.
Yeah, this one might be a little scary, because it is scary. But you don't have to be afraid of nothing, kids. Nothing under your beds, in your closet, in your dresser drawers. Nothing all around. Nothing all around. Jesus takes away the boogeyman. The boogeyman. The boogie. Calm down. Okay, calm it down a little
Yay,
bit.
Jesus.
Okay, I was excited about my song. I'm sorry. And you want to sing a song? Go ahead. I want to put you in a box.
Oh.
In a box. That's not nice. You
No,
kids.
no.
What's George? Is I in trouble now?
No, you don't want to put anybody in the box.
Oh, why? Because I got a red
Because that would not be nice. Jesus wants us to be nice to everybody. He says love everyone. But only he can help you with that.
Well, sometimes when I go,
Even your brothers and your sisters, you have to love them.
when I go traveling, I gotta get in the bag. I don't like the bag. I don't want to go in the bag, but I gotta go in the bag.
But that's good. It's for your own good.
And then I get out of the bag and put it into a pouch, and then we drive down the road. Okay, that's a totally different thing here. That's not about the Bible, is it? No, not really. You know what, Dar? You're gonna need a lot of help with this one.
Maybe you could help Georgie.
Yeah. What he's trying to say is, I'm Baby Yoda.
Oh. Oh my.
That's totally still not the Bible. Okay, I'm gonna go take a nap. What he's trying to say is, kids, this is what he's trying to say. What happened was God made heaven and earth. God made all the animals. God made us after the image of him. That means we look like him. Well, not so much me. I favor my own type of animals. You are human, so you favor God. God made us all in the likings to be loved, and we are to love, and we are to get along with everybody. So then what happened was, Moses come along, or maybe Noah. No, I don't know. Noah came, the great big flood, where CG always wants to go to, the ark. They got all the animals on board. People were laughing at them, making fun of him. So he shut the door like God said, and then they're pounding when the rain started. Let us in, let us in. Not like the Three Little Pigs story. They ain't getting in. So then they crashed onto a big mountain. Noah let all the animals out, and he let his sons go into the wilderness of the great unknown, and they went out there and they started having kids, and then we became with Moses. And Moses, God says, go tell the Pharaoh to let my people go. And he went and nothing happened. So Pharaoh said, "Ugh," and then nothing happened. So God made locusts come, and bumblebees, and scorpions, and snakes, and lions, and tigers, and bears. And then they didn't say, "Oh my." Stick to the story there, buddy. Talking about exaggeration.
Oh.
So, anyways, he finally let him go. And when he let him go, they went out into there and they complained all the way. So God opened up the earth and swallowed some of them. That's why we don't complain. That's why we pray to God and expect God to pray back and talk to us in our prayers. You don't have to be afraid tonight because Jesus is the light. He's the light of the world. And if he's part of your life, then you will be saved and go to heaven with all the good folks. If not, well, there is a thing called down there, but we'll get to that in a little bit down the line. Way down the line. So,
Yes.
well, where were we now?
Noah.
Moses.
Noah first.
Well, Noah was obedient. He did what God asked him to do. And all the people, he went and tried to get the people to help him, and they laughed at him and made fun of him. So Noah spent this long time building this ark. And like I said, it started raining 40 days and 40 nights. And Noah loaded all the animals and his kids. They got on there and they floated like this. They didn't have a motor or nothing like boats have. They didn't have oars. They just floated wherever God took them. That's where they went. So how do you know you're on the right pathway with God? You just listen to him. And he'll lead you where you need to go.
That's right.
Anything you like to add there, Dar?
I don't think so, George. You're doing a pretty good job there, buddy.
Who's Dar? I thought you were sleeping. Okay, good grief. So then, he took a dove. Know that. He took a dove, and he tied it to CG's back, and he threw him in the river. He did not. So anyways, the dove came back, nothing. Then he sent the dove out again. Dove came back with a branch, and Noah was excited because that means he found land. Then Noah put the dove out again, and the dove never came back. He says, "I found my own place. I'm out of here. Keep the one that looks like me. Happy holiday."
Is that what he said?
Well, maybe. There wasn't a lot in the Bible what he was saying or doing. So,
Well, that's true.
they exited the ark. They went down this rampway, and they ran down there real fast. And then they had themselves some feast. So, the first animal they said walked out, "We're going to cook you." Guess what it was? It was Bigfoot. That's why Bigfoot don't exist. There was no Bigfoot. What the? You kind of look like a little foot. Why? Because I got big feet?
You kind of do.
Ooh.
Just a little.
Ooh, a Bigfoot.
You could be a baby Bigfoot.
Yeah, a baby Bigfoot. Oh, look at me.
You're not very scary, though.
Ebenezer.
You're more cute than you are scary.
Ebenezer Georgie.
Oh, no.
That's a Christmas carol. That's later on, maybe. So, he sent his kids out into the wilderness, and they made homes, and they made new lives, and they all got along, except for one. And, well, that would be Lot. Lot disobeyed and went in another direction, too. But we'll get back to that someday. So then what happened is, Noah got real old, and he died, and then we go on to big brother Noah, Noah's brother, Moses.
Well, technically, he is his brother.
Well, we're all brothers and sisters because of Jesus.
That's right.
What else you got?
Well, Moses is good.
Moses ate honey
Because
and...
he was another very important guy in the Bible. So far, you touched on Adam and Noah and Moses. He jumped ahead a little bit. CG did to John the Baptist.
Oh, well.
And Jesus, but Jesus was here in the beginning because the Bible says that God created him. So he was already in heaven with God before Jesus came to the earth. and became a real human being like you and me.
Well.
But we haven't gotten to that part of the story yet. So I think Moses is good.
Well,
Moses is very important.
So they were.
Oh, wait.
What?
Wait.
What?
We forgot about one of the most important guys before Moses.
What?
Abraham and Sarah.
Oh.
Remember about the faith of Abraham and how he was, in the Bible, he's called God's friend because of his faith.
Yeah.
Father of all faith.
Yeah.
Explain to the boys and girls what faith means, Georgie.
Faith means this. In a simple way of looking at faith, it means you believe in something and you do it. And you don't need to be told.
See it yet.
You may not understand it, but Jesus says if we walk in faith, He shall guide us and we shall not fall.
That's right.
And the great dragon is chewing on my friend's foot.
Yes, he is.
Well,
He's doing it and going on your foot.
We'll get back to that one. But anyways, Abram, God says that he was great and he was going to make him the father of many nations.
That's right.
That's a lot.
That's right.
It's like going from California to New York.
God even sent an angel down to him.
Yes, because
in a human form.
He told Abraham and his wife Sarah that they were going to have a child.
Right.
And Sarah said no.
She laughed because she was like 100 years old.
So then they end up having one little baby, and then there's no. Abraham had to send them and the other servant maid out into the wilderness. So he said bye-bye.
That baby's name was Ishmael.
Yeah, Ishmael. He's Ishmaeli. So
they tried to rush into what God was saying.
Yeah.
They should have waited on God because they weren't being obedient at that time.
That's like when your parents tell you to do something and you shove all your toys under the bed instead of putting them away right.
They tell you to wait and you don't wait.
Oh,
like
yeah.
They say, wait, you can't have a piece of candy yet.
That's
after dinner.
But
then
then
have one anyway.
Yeah, then you sneak it and blame it on somebody else.
And then your tummy don't feel so good because you didn't eat any dinner first. That's kind of like what Abraham and Sarah did. They didn't wait.
Really?
And it caused a lot of problems.
Yeah, it caused a lot of problems because they disobeyed God.
Right.
You're not supposed to disobey anybody. But you're supposed to do what makes sense to you. And that if it's going to hurt you, then you don't do it.
That's right.
And if somebody comes against you and tries to make you do something, you go tell an adult. Not the adults that they're with, because they're probably just as bad as the kids. You need to go tell your mom, your dad, your sister, your neighbor. If your neighbor likes you, grandma and grandpa.
Yeah, Sunday school teachers.
Yeah, come tell
somebody you trust.
Go tell Dar.
Yeah.
Go tell Dar everything. She's like Mr. Owl. I call him Mr. Who. He's always who. I'm like, who do you want? He's like, who? I said, I heard you, but who do you want? Can you imagine sitting all day and hearing who?
No.
What does that have to do with Abram? Pal. It has to do everything. Pal. Bye-bye. So, what happened was, Abram had his nephew Lot with him. So they went in, they were making tents, and Sarah finally had a baby, and Lot decided, because he was listening to his wife and his two daughters, and they went off on their own to a place called Sodom and Gomorrah. It was bad. There was bad people doing bad things to other people there. We're not allowed to discuss that because we're not old enough to understand it.
Right, just know it was bad.
It was bad.
Really bad.
So,
against God.
What happened was God sent two angels down and Lot protected the angels, and they told them to leave and they would be spared, but don't look back. So as they were running,
God was on fire.
Yeah,
God was burning the
fire was
city to
falling
purify
down.
it. Yeah.
And more lightning bolts and thunder. And great dragon dog is back, and he sent the great dragon dog in to eat him and blow fire all over him. What do you want? We're in the middle of a press conference here.
Press conference?
Yeah.
Georgie?
Yeah.
Oh,
So anyways, what do you want?
He's cute, huh,
If I'm not
Georgie?
back next week, folks, you'll know why. Because the great dragon dog got me. Look at him, he's hungry. But anyways, so Lot's wife did this.
Oh, she looked back when God told her not to.
And she turned into salt and fell to the ground.
Pillar of salt.
Yep. The end of Lot's wife. Bye-bye.
That would be horrible.
So Lot and his 2 daughters were sad, weeping, moaning around the ground. Oh, my mommy no more. And
The good thing they were obedient because they would have been salt
yeah.
with her. But they must not have looked back because she was the only one who turned to salt.
Listen. If I was with 3 other people and one of them didn't follow, I would never look back because no good comes from disobeying God. When you disobey Him, it's like you disobey your parents, you get a spanking, or you get grounded to your room, or you get grounded to the corner, or you get to have to put scotch tape on your nose and hold it to the wall, and if the tape comes loose, then you got to start all over. Or you get a paddle while you're putting your nose in the corner, and if you move, then you get another paddle and then sent to your room. But we didn't mind going to our rooms because we played on.
Oh, I agree.
So,
That's where all the toys are.
yeah, that's fun. We did all kinds of toys. We made our own toys. We would. Dragon Dog is back. See?
Well, hello, Russell.
You see the great dragon? But there he
He's
is.
not a dragon,
He's
it's a dog.
dragon. Look, he's a dragon.
And guess what dog is spelled backwards?
Oh, it's
God. You know why? God named him a dog. G-O-D, it's God. D-O-G is dog. Because you know why, Georgie?
Why?
Because they have unconditional love like God loves. You don't have to do anything to earn their love. They just love you. Just because you are you. They love you. You ever notice how excited they get when we come home?
You ever notice how excited I get?
Look at his tail wagging.
What? Yeah, look at
can't
his
have my hair.
See, kids, that's why you don't pet strange dogs. Because they come home with you and bite you. Or they steal
No.
your figgy pudding.
No.
Do you like figgy pudding? I don't like figgy pudding. Oh, that hurt. So, anyways, Lot and them just went on. Do you think they'd go back to Abram? But no, they went off and did their own adventure. And that was all with Lot and Abram. So, Abram said that he was faithful to God. He took his son up on the mountain, and he told his son not to worry. Because the son said, where's the sacrifice? What were they going to kill to give to God? And Abram pulled up his knife, and he went to stab him. And Jesus spoke, do not kill him. And they looked over, and then there was a ram in the bushes tied up in there. So they untangled him, put him there, and gave him up to God. That's what happened with Abram. That was great, wasn't it?
That was good,
That was
Georgie.
good.
That's a good. You're a good storyteller.
Yeah.
I like it. That I'm sure all the kids are clapping their hands. Yay! Story time with Georgie. And CG.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a
Featuring CG as
Yeah.
well.
And,
And Russell.
and Dar. And Darlene.
Yeah.
And Nelson.
Oh.
And where's little Nell?
We'll just call ourselves Team Jesus.
Little Nell's on vacation. Already?
Maybe he's not feeling good today.
Wait a minute,
You know,
my-
there is a cold going on.
Wait a minute.
Ouch.
My agent says we don't get vacation time.
Down. No.
What kind of teaching is that? My agent said no vacation time. Just work, and count your coins, Ebenezer Georgie.
You know, you two, we don't have much time left.
Well, we're going to have to wrap it up. because
Okay.
We're almost to the end
You
of the
did really
time.
good today, Georgie and
Well,
CG.
that's good. We
You
always
guys are
want to
make
be
good,
better.
good teachers. The boys and girls need good, godly teachers. Good, godly teachers who are willing to give us what the Bible says. Teach us all the truth.
I just noticed something about you.
Uh-oh. What?
We have the same kind of ears. That's because we're part of the cool Jesus team. Kids made fun of
We
me.
hear well with them.
I went into school once with my pal back here, and he pulled me out at recess time, and he was like, "Look at your big ears." I was like, "Look at your picture gonna get scribbled on."
Oh,
And I want to say, "Here, teacher, you're done."
oh no, you didn't do that, did you, Georgie?
He painted a duck once, green, blue, and pink.
He what?
He painted a duck,
Oh.
blue, green, and pink.
Well, some ducks are blue and green,
This was
not pink.
This was a weird color. Like I'm talking a little spot here was pink, and a big spot over here was blue, and then green down here. And I said, if you mix them all together, you get yellow. I'll put pink. You don't want to put pink in it.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't that green and blue? Does it really matter? Well, it might. But if the kids try to mix it together and they don't get... It doesn't matter, kids. Just have fun. And pray. Thank Jesus for your day. Thank your mom and dad for taking care of you. You got brothers and sisters. Thank them for being nice to you. And thank God that he sent Jesus to save you so you can be in heaven with me.
And remember,
Ow!
Jesus is always your helper. All you have to do is say, Jesus, help me. Every day, he'll help you. Is that right, Georgie?
Right. And if you're having a bad day and you want a day off of school, just tell Jesus the rain, let the rain and snow mix, and the winds and the hurricanes, and never mind. That's a little much.
Yeah.
Okay, love you.
Bye, guys. Love you. Bye, friends. Till next week.
Yeah, till next week. See you. See you. Have fun. Make sure you do your homework and eat all your vegetables so you can have some figgy pudding. Right?
And don't forget to read your Bible.
Don't eat the figgy pudding. Bye-bye.
Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
George, are you going to turn it off?
No. Maybe it is off.
Oh.
See if it's off.
Oh. Yeah, you turn it off, CG.
How do you
Bye,
work
boys and
this
girls.
thing?
See the red button? Push the red button, CG.
Oh. Extreme close
Oh,
up.
no.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hey, you want to see my dance
Oh,
before he turns it
no.
off?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, the dance,
Woo,
yeah.
woo.
That's your
Woo, woo.
excited dance,
Yeah,
right?
that's it.
Very nice, CG. Bye-bye.